closed caskets, memorial viewings. I'm mostly behind mics, got the audio queuing. Despite sending off kites, trying to ignore the...
If you happen to have bad logistics, it can be quite hard to get a girl back to your place. For me, I've always said that, getting the girl back to your place isn't the most important thing, but it is, a nice thing to be able to do. And certainly, in most circumstances, you don't want to have, bad logistics letting you down. However, if you do happen to have bad logistics, say for example, you're a young guy who's still living at home with their parents, or maybe you're staying temporarily in a place with just bad logistics, it's far away from the city centre, or you've arrived on holiday to a new city or something, and it's really expensive in the city centre, so you try to do it a bit more on a budget and you're a bit out of the city. Bad logistics can come up now and again, but the best thing to do is, in my opinion, use Airbnbs where possible. You've basically got two options really. If you can't get the girl back to your place, is to essentially use Airbnbs or go back to the girl's place. If you do decide to go back to the girl's place, it may not necessarily happen on the first date for a variety of reasons. It could be because the girl isn't really comfortable yet with you just after one date, and you might need to go on multiple dates for that to happen. The other reason is because she might be living with housemates or something, and she doesn't want to feel judged by her housemates for bringing back the guy she's just been on a date with. So there's that issue as well. But yeah, if you can't get the girl back to your place, then I highly recommend using Airbnbs. You just have to think kind of strategically about it. So let's say you're going on a first date with a girl and you think it's really, really good, everything is, you're getting like good signals that you might be able to, get her back to your place. You don't want to have to invest in an Airbnb and then all of a sudden she doesn't want to come back to your place, and then you just wasted however much it costs for the night. In London, it's actually quite expensive these days. I think it's minimum £30, I would say. So you don't want to be, wasting money like that. So what I used to do, when I, whenever I've had bad logistics in the past, is I would always get her buy-in, if you like, to come back to my place. So whether it's on the first date, second date, or third date, I would get her to kind of agree to come back to my place, and then I would say, actually, I would turn around and basically say, actually no, let's not go back to my place, it's too soon. But at least you've got her buy-in, so that the next time you go on a date with her, the chances of her coming back to your place is far more likely. It's basically almost 100%. So that way you can prepare yourself to get that Airbnb and not waste money, if that makes sense. So essentially what you're doing is, whether it's on the first date, second date, third date, you get her to agree to come back to your place. You then turn around, you say, actually no, let's not go back to my place, it's too soon. And then the next time you meet up with her, the next date, then it's almost 100% likely she's going to come back to your place, and therefore it makes sense to actually book that Airbnb and not risk wasting your money. So yeah, that's what I would recommend, because obviously the downside of just buying an Airbnb for the night is she might not want to come back to your place and you've wasted money that way. There are other options as well. I know in London you can do hotels by the hour. So you can do a last minute booking for hotels, but even that's a bit risky because it might, the hotel might be booked up, or it might just not be available for whatever reason. You can also do other things meet a girl in a hotel bar and then try and book a hotel for the night, but that can be extremely expensive, especially in central London. So yeah, I mean, in my opinion, this method is probably the best thing to do. But yeah, I mean, and I would say I would say plan A is probably try and get back to her place if you do have bad logistics. It's not actually that hard to get back to her place. It can be hard on the first date, but on second date, third date, it's not that difficult. I've done it quite a few times myself in the past. So yeah, it's definitely still possible. But if it doesn't happen, don't worry about it. There's more to dating than just bringing the girl back to your place and having sex. There is more to dating than just that. So don't get too results focused. Don't be so oh fuck, I need to get laid, or fuck, I didn't get laid, I failed, that kind of mentality, because that's going to screw you long term.
Cheers for watching. If you'd be interested in one-to-one coaching with me where we'll go out in public and work on you approaching girls, or more generally with your social confidence, please visit my website ed-game.com.